The Dharma practice of meditation, love all to become Buddha, eternal happiness, 2040. Today, December 6, 2024, the law of causality, love all to become Buddha, the class of becoming saints, right thought, right speech, right action, part 78, continues to offer the Dharma Practice 2040, Question 2040, Miracle 240, How to Build a Communist Society, Virtue of the Saint, Part 42. Today, you all awaken together, practicing the synthesis of 122 holy truths, holy thoughts, holy speech, holy actions as follows. 104. Compete in selflessness to achieve the holy actions requires that each day we strive to live by the 16 words, if I wish for anything, may I wish for my brothers and sisters to achieve it before me. 105. Just achieving the 16 words of the holy actions, as mentioned above, is enough to become the supreme beings of solitude, the first in competing in selflessness, transforming all karmic conditions, fulfilling the holy path. 106. Until now, have you seen any scriptures or environments that teach the 16 words of the holy actions? It seems completely not. If there are, how many environments have liberated and built countless environments, like the law of causality, and even beyond the law of causality? 107. Due to not achieving the 16 words of the holy actions, there has not been any master who has proven to have attained the path of enlightenment with guiding destiny, who has achieved boundless compassion, nor has there been any master who has proven to be the most virtuous. 108. Now, the sacred ethical foundation of the 16 words of the holy actions has emerged, clearly demonstrating why all the noble Buddhas of complete conditions in the environment of the law of causality, love for the whole universe, are truly the most virtuous masters, the happiest. 109. Because only in the complete conditions, with the environment of the law of causality, has it been proven to realize the 16 words of the holy actions and to live happily. With the 16 words of the holy actions, which also means constantly intending, truly wishing for others to become Buddhas, happier than me, more virtuous than me, it is evident that the universe's law of cause and effect will return everything. The noble Buddhas will truly be the supreme beings of solitude, the happiest, the most virtuous, the foremost in holy actions. 110. Eventually, humanity will also awaken to the holy truth above, and will strive to live by the 16 words of the holy actions. Then the world will be filled with happiness like never before. Surely you all understand. 111. For if we do not strive to live by the 16 sacred principles, then are we to suffer endlessly, as we have from the past until now, due to not achieving the 16 sacred principles, not sowing the seeds of the noble ones, and only sowing the seeds of the lower beings, only wishing for ourselves. With such a mindset, we practice endlessly, still not liberated, still unable to cultivate the Four Noble Hearts, still unable to transform our karma, unable to settle our debts, and must suffer for eternity. 112. Now, the sacred ethical foundation of the 16 holy actions has emerged, wanting to wish for anything, just as wanting to achieve anything, one only needs to sincerely wish for the brothers, to achieve before oneself. 113. And to make wishes come true more quickly, one must sincerely wish for all brothers, for all beings, especially for those who are opponent, in karmic relationships. One must sincerely wish for them to achieve before oneself. 114. And wishing for them to achieve before oneself, from the smallest matters to the largest, such as when practicing the live stream, or when connecting with beings, I prefer to speak first. I like to express my ego. I like to show off my master karma. I like to be the best at teaching. I like to outshine my brothers. Then let us allow the brothers to speak first. Let us allow the brothers to teach first. And sincerely hope that the brothers are more virtuous than me. 115. Now, with the emergence of the 16 holy actions, sooner or later the world will be filled with the noble ones, who are self-enlightened, like over 2,000 sacred ethical foundations, over 2,000 sacred virtues. If I want to achieve any sacred virtue, I only need to sincerely and regularly set the intention to wish for all brothers, all great beings to achieve before me, and to achieve the highest completion. With a sincere and holy heart like that, it is evident that the universe's law of cause and effect will return everything to me. I will truly be the self-enlightened Buddha, the happiest, the most virtuous, first among holy actions which I have regularly set the intention to wish for the brothers to achieve. 116. Holy actions above, holy truth above, holy wisdom above. If you read it casually, you will never fully awaken to the sacred holiness. You will never awaken. Holy actions above is yet another proof. When living in a noble environment, the four noble hearts will increasingly grow boundlessly, surpassing thresholds, with no stopping point, synonymous with liberation and happiness that are ever increasing, surpassing thresholds with no stopping point. 117. For example, for a long time, you have realized the 16 words of the Holy Prayer. Truly wishing for you to become Buddhas, happier than me, more virtuous than me. This is just a small part of the 16 words of holy actions. Now, you add 4 more words. To further demonstrate boundless compassion, to further transform karma, to receive complete results. Truly wishing for you to become Buddhas, happier than me, more virtuous than me, and more than all. 118. Just with the thought, with the heartfelt expression of the 20 words of the holy prayer as above, it is enough to help you realize holy contemplation, holy speech, holy work, and you will become self-enlightened Buddha, first of wishing for people to be the happiest, the most virtuous. 119. Conversely, if you do not sincerely wish for your brothers and sisters, for humanity, and especially do not sincerely wish for those with adverse karmic relationships to achieve the 20 words of the holy prayer, holy actions as above, that is also the reason why, from ancient times until now, practicing endlessly still does not lead to liberation. 120. And most importantly, that is the reason why, from ancient times until now, practicing endlessly has not produced any master who has proven to be the most virtuous, the happiest, because they do not regularly express the 20 words of the holy prayer, holy actions, which means they do not sincerely wish for you to be the most virtuous, the happiest. Thus for eternity, they cannot become the supreme ones, the enlightened ones, the most virtuous, the happiest to save countless generations to come, which means they cannot redeem all the countless sins they have sown, remaining in debt for eternity, suffering for eternity. 121. And remember forever, the 20 sacred words of prayer, sacred deeds, will only yield perfect results when you consistently set the intention for your brotherhood and humanity to achieve the most sacred things, so that you may receive the most sacred results. It is not about applying the 20 sacred words of prayer, sacred deeds like ordinary people do. For example, nowadays, there are increasingly many schools that exploit the truth of cause and effect, exploit the law of universal attraction, and teach that to succeed, one must first help others succeed. At first glance, this may seem like a good idea, but it is extremely dangerous, because if one succeeds in being attached to fame and profit without living by the high and beautiful moral principles, then the more successful one becomes, the more they will be entangled in fame, and ultimately, the more disappointed and sorrowful they will be. 122. The sacred truths, sacred thoughts, sacred words, sacred deeds mentioned above, will be transformed by the blessed Buddhas with affinity into the practice of singing sacred intentions, with 143 concise words, to help you and the blessed teachers, with affinity easily remember and attain. And below is the sacred song, intent, mantra, 143 words, competing in selflessness to attain sacred deeds, solitary enlightenment, the first competing in selflessness. As spring arrives, what do we wish for each other? To end suffering. As spring arrives, what do we wish for each other? To ensure happiness, for 1,000 years. Please always wish each other everlasting happiness. Compete in selflessness to transform our karma together, to be happy together forever in spring. And please always wish each other everlasting happiness. By consistently setting the intention of the 16 sacred deeds to ensure happiness for countless springs. I wish for whatever I desire, that my brotherhood achieves it before me. And please always wish each other everlasting happiness. By consistently setting the intention of the 20 sacred prayers to attain sacred deeds to be happy with eternal spring. I sincerely hope that you become a Buddha, happier than me, more virtuous than me, and more than all, if you are truly sincere and consistently intend as mentioned above, but do not become the most noble, happiest, most virtuous beings, then the law of attraction is not real, the law of cause and effect in the universe is not real, and Buddhism would not have come into existence. The boat of karma is born. The path of karma is born. With the holy verse of 7 lines. 49 bows to the holy prayer. 49 words of humility. 49 words of transformation. The enlightened sage has illuminated all. If one cannot live, they will return to the cold land. If one can live, they will resonate with the holy land. The path of karma is truly very clear, no longer needing to ponder about anything at all. The boat of karma is born. The path of karma is born. With the holy verse of 7 lines. 49 bows to the holy prayer. 49 words of enlightenment. 16 words to end suffering. 16 words of happiness. Have proven everything. Have expressed everything. Will be immortal for eternity. Will save for countless generations. Happiness for countless generations.